welcome everyone to Coffee Morning. We are doing coffee, as the tradition is on a Sunday. We are going to be doing some Starbucks blonde roast, he says, hating the fact they've called it blonde. And we're going to be opening up some Dunkin Donuts original blend. Now this apparently is extremely good. Like stupidly good. People say that that's like, if you're gonna go to all the shops and stuff, apparently that's one of the best. So I'm actually kind of excited for that one. Starbucks, meh. You all know my opinion on Starbucks.
Hey there, just a quick reminder, this is a recording of a stream I did on Twitch. If you like this and want more live content, come join the chat and the great community over on Twitch. I stream every week Monday, Friday and Sundays, or follow me on my socials for any changes or extra streams. Okay, thanks, and here's the video.
But we're gonna do Starbucks first, okay? We're gonna do the Starbucks first. We're gonna do some AeroPress as well. We're gonna do them in AeroPresses because that's a fairly easy way to do things. Let me get that down there for you. And I think we're good to go. I'm gonna boil the kettle. Ignore that in the background. But yes, please tell me about your weekends. What have you been up to? And while we do that, let's get a good shout out for Mr. Joe Runnings. And also a bee. Let's get the shout outs opening. Right. So, Starbucks at blonde. Yeah? This is supposed to be, in fact, I think you need to see my face when I say this. This is supposed to be a light roast compared to their normal roast. It's supposed to be a light roast compared to their normal roast. Are you ready? That's dark roast. That is 100. I mean, it's still quite oily. A little bit oily. It's not as oily as their normal. I've had their normal one before, and it's way too sticky and oily. It is lighter than the other one. It is definitely 100%. But they claim on the back of here intensity of a 4 to 6, which would be a blonde or light roast. That is not a blonde roast. Not in the slightest. Nowhere near it. But hey, it might be nice. Who knows? I'm gonna do about 14 and a bit grams for the AeroPress. Those are some dark beans. I know, right? Gotta respect the consistency. What they got like a color chart, right, for the light, dark, and stuff, and they've accidentally applied a filter to it, so it's all just like the guy's wearing sunglasses all the time. That's what it is. The guy that rates all the beans is like, oh yeah, that's definitely a light roast. Oh yeah. Oh, it's terrible because like if I look up blonde roast. A blonde roast. Not Starbucks, it's blonde. Oh god, no. It's basically a light roast. It's there's certain things that define it. Basically, it's That's not what it is. That is not what it is. Anyway, we're going to be grinding it as if it's a dark roast, my normal dark roasts. About there. The Dunkin' Donuts, by the way, is pre-ground. This came all the way from America. Because you can't really get it over here. Right. Grinder on. It's going to be noisy. I got to do instant today because I'm probably going to group run. Oh, Joe. Oh, no. It's alright. You got to do what you got to do. You got to do what you got to do. Sacrifices of being cool. I know, right? I know. Where's my sunglasses? I don't have my sunglasses on me. Is that what we have to do while we're making this coffee? We gotta. Oh yeah. There we go. There we are. Can you even see that? There we go. That's what we're doing today. I can't see a bloody thing because these are not sunglasses. They are just me glasses, and I literally cannot see. This was a good idea, Paul. I gotta boil the kettle again just to make sure it's hot. So, hey Taboogan, how's it going? No, it's totally a light roast. I think everything's a light roast. I can't see a thing with these on. I could have woken up earlier and had a proper coffee. No, Joe. Sleep good. We only drink coffee because we can't sleep all day, right? That's the only reason. It's very sticky, that's why I'm like hitting the sides here. Trying to get it off the, there you go. Off the sides of the container. Oh god, that's so sticky. It is nowhere near as sticky as the normal Starbucks one, but it is still fairly sticky. Right, I'm gonna put in about 220 mils, which will bring it almost all the way to the top. That'll be the normal approach. I'm gonna put a little bit in and then do a little bit more. Make sure everything's covered, almost to the top. And then we just put the top in for a little bit. And we start a 2-minute timer. You're doing well, just got home. Well, I hope you're gonna be relaxing. You got your decaf. Oh, what did you get, Joe? I do need to look into some decaf. I do need to look into some decaf. In fact, I think Monmouth do decaf. Let me check that. Because it gets to like 2 PM and I've got a meeting coming up. And I like the coffee flavors, right? So if I find a tasty decaf, it doesn't matter that it's decaf, I just want the taste because I like the taste. Do you do decaf? Oh, they do. Excuse me while I buy some coffee. Remus, hello, welcome on in, welcome on in. We're doing some Starbucks blonde roast. Shall we get... Let's get some of that. I haven't bought from Monmouth for a while. Ooh, Oh, that sounds nice. Let's get a cup of that. Let's get some of that. Am I not logged in? Am I not logged in? How dare you not log me in? I'm a repeat customer, damn it. You haven't actually got a brew yet? Oh, for God's sake. Joe, come on. The best price quality I found was Pete's. Apparently Pete's is really good. Like just in normal coffee. Apparently Pete's is one of the best that you can get from like off the shelf, I guess is what we call that, from, you know, just from a supermarket or something. In the US, Pete's is apparently really good. Timer, I know the timer. It's alright, I put 2 minutes and it's already 3 minutes. It's fine. You can't do a 3-minute timer on Siri, I don't think. Can you? Can you do 3 minutes yet? No, you cannot. It's 6 a.m. here. I might fall asleep, but I want to say hello. That's perfectly fine. I'll talk in nice, low, slow tones. It's coffee time. We're gonna check this AeroPress. Oh, there we go. We've got a nice little crust on there. I'm gonna give it a little bit of a swirl. What that does is the grinds will slowly, I should do this in front of the camera, will slowly drop to the bottom. There'll still be a crust on top, but then I will push down. I should probably move the camera over. Give you the bigger camera for this. And this should take about 30 seconds, but to be fair, I do it a bit quicker. There we go. So, Starbucks Blonde Roast. There it is. Trying to evaluate whether I go from to this group run or not. The route is 10 miles. I'm only doing 8. I'm going to be slower than most others, so I end up running by myself for a lot of it. Or will that motivate you to go a bit faster? Because that's what used to happen with me. Is I only run good when I'm with others. Could just run from home and save the gas. Maybe go next week. Joe. Pizza's so they're in Chicago, so it's pretty common to see them in shops here. Nice. Nice. Well, maybe the next time you come over, you could bring me some pizza. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for the lurk, Hammy. My voice is already soothing. Don't go. Oh God, he's got super smooth. Did you see the sunglasses I was wearing earlier? Right, there is the Starbucks. It is black as the night. Let's have a taste, shall we? I'll bring you whatever coffee you want. Don't say that, Joe. You'll have a whole suitcase just for me. You could have more time with a wife if you'd put off to next week. What's the reason you want to go though, Joe? What is the like? Is it because you want to meet new people? You want to try and get to their speed? You know, because I would always put things up, but I would, like I say, I run better when I'm running with a group or at least one other person. So that's the reason I'd want to do it. Yeah, hello. We just made some Starbucks Blonde Roast. Let me go get the bag. A blondie roast, which they say is a well, apparently it's lighter than medium. So dark, medium, Blonde. It's so that they don't call it light, I think. Because I believe it's their term they came up with. It is not light roast, it is dark roast. It's still very, very dark. Considering their dark roast, or their normal roast, is Italian dark. Anyway. It's very, very strong. A little bit burnt. It's a little bit, just a teeny bit over roasted, in my opinion. My friend runs the events. Definitely need to get back involved in the running community. Told myself I would start going once my mileage was high enough. Are these like proper pro runners though? Are they like a marathon a week or something like that? You know? And is that where you're trying to get to, I guess? So if it's every week, you'd always put it off for a week. But if you put it off this week, what's going to stop you from putting it off next week? Come on now. Depends how you feel. How are you feeling? It's Paul's being the voice of reason. I'm being evil Kronk over here trying to lead Joe down the path that rocks. Oh no! If you're not feeling it, then do one at. As long as you go out for a run at home, that's fine, isn't it? It's just that clearly you wanted to do it for a reason. So you're not an enormous fan of Starbucks coffee. I'm not a big fan of Starbucks coffee. When you get it from the shop, you've got to get like a caramel latte. You've got to have sugar in it because it's just too over roasted. Anyway, I'm going to get some milk. What I'm actually going to do is probably stick some milk in the microwave and use my little frothy tool. We haven't done that in a while. Get the old frother out. I don't know if you'll still be able to hear me from out here. I'm going to narrate what I'm doing anyway. Pour some milk in the microwave for 30 seconds. Can you still hear me? Can you still hear me? We start Starbucks beans in the UK for the we resorted to Starbucks in the UK for the first few weeks until we discovered some local roasters. Yeah. I mean, they're all right. It's just you can 100% get better. They're all very good. Most folks will run 45 to 8 minute. Oh God! Oh, that makes me feel ill. You'll be around 9 minutes. 9 to 10 minutes was my average for long runs. But then I only did a half marathon. Hello.
I got bored of tidying, so I decided to dye my hair, but first I need a sandwich.
Logic. Right, some microwaved milk. Now this is a very... Oh, you heard Geek. That's good. Now, this is a very, very cheap and easy way to get some frothy milk. What you're going to need is one of these bad boys, which is just a whisk, but they're usually milk frothy whiskey things when you look at them. And what I've done is I've microwaved the milk for about 30 seconds. 30 seconds to a minute. You don't want to go too much because if the temperature goes too high, you ruin the milk. Let's check that temperature. It's not quite there. Could have got a bit more, like 45 seconds, but it'll do. And then what you need to do is you need to get some oxygen in there, hence why I'm keeping it on the surface. You can see some bubbles get in there. Don't know if you can actually see that. So I'm trying to get some big bubbles in there. And once you got enough bubbles, just plop it on down and get it all nice and smooth and mixed in together. And it's a very cheap and like quick way to get froth like, you know, like you would have from an espresso machine. It's not quite the same, but it's good enough. It's good enough. So we're going to stick that in. Let me do it on camera. So you'll see, you still got some normal milk in there, but then you should have some bubbles. Oh, not quite warm enough. It wasn't quite hot enough to get the silky smoothness, but that's my fault. Gonna get moving. Have a great stream. Thanks, Joe. Thanks for coming by. Hope the run goes well. And it doesn't matter how fast you run. It doesn't matter if you finish. The important thing is that you died. And you don't injure yourself. Sam redeemed a random sound, which I couldn't hear. Put my headphones on now. Dunkin redeemed a random sound. What are these random sounds? Bubbles! Bubbly, bubbly, bubbly. Pigeon milk. Oh yes, definitely pigeon milk. See, that tastes better because I could put milk in it. So what the milk's done is, obviously it's diluted it slightly, but it's also mellowed out some of those darker, the over roasting flavors I was talking about, where it sort of tastes, for me anyway, burnt. So the milk is sort of like mellowed those, and the underlying tastes are coming through. And yes, it's better than the normal Starbucks stuff. Hello, I got distracted. What distracted you, B? But that's not bad. It's not bad. I'll drink it, and I'll try and keep improving on the beans and see if we can have, like, maybe it's better through the espresso machine. Maybe I need to grind a bit differently. Things like that. Anyway, that is the Starbucks one. We'll keep that one. And now we're gonna do some Dunkin' Donuts. Oh yes, not Dunkin' Donuts, but Dunkin's coffee. Does it give me anything of interest in this? So yeah, apparently Dunkin' is extremely good. If you're comparing like all the mainstream sort of coffee places, places that do coffee, apparently it's one of the best. Two tablespoons for every 6 fluid ounces of filtered cold water. To make iced coffee, measure 4 tablespoons for every 6 ounces. Interesting, they actually tell you to do iced coffee. Oh, they've doubled up on the coffee because you're putting ice in. No, I would have done. I would halve the water because it's ice. That's interesting. I mean, it does the same thing. It's better than badger milk. A parrot, okay. Brewster would be proud. I love Brewster. Best Animal Crossing character. Doesn't talk. Doesn't really like people. Very quiet. Makes coffee. Makes coffee with a siphon. Yes. Yes. One day I'll have a siphon. One day. But there's an extreme fire hazard involved with that. And I'm not ready for that. You were distracted with your cosplay of your D&D character? Interesting. Yeah, you said something about boots only being delivered to the US. Is there any way you can contact them and say you'd pay the shipping to have it locally? Because, you know, if they're willing to ship it to you, then you just got to pay a little bit extra. It's worth a go. Where'd I get this? I don't know. It was I put it on my throne, so I think it came off Amazon. If you want to check the throne out, there it is. We've got some affiliate links going up there eventually. So it was gifted, but it was on my throne. Apparently you can get it through Amazon, but it definitely came from the US. So it's a medium roast. I understand why Brewster's everyone's favourite. Yep. One day. One day? What's one day, Sam? Anyway. You can see if you can get them elsewhere. Hopefully you can be. Right, so let's get back to the coffee. It is the original blend. It is a medium roast. It's 100% Arabica beans, and it's pre-ground, unfortunately. And I don't know what grind level it is, but we're about to find out. I do need to wash out the AeroPress. We're going to do another AeroPress. It's just the best way to understand coffee. Understand a new roast is to stick it in the AeroPress with the same variables, and you can work it out. Do you need to grind finer? You need to grind less fine? Would it be good in an espresso? What kind of flavours you got? It's fairly good all-rounder, the old AeroPress. Hey, you can support me by buying an AeroPress through my affiliate link on that throne link. Dunkin's pretty good. Apparently, yeah. That's what I hear. We do have some more coffee on the way. So I don't really have many more in here, new ones to try. So next week we'll probably have a couple. But I'm waiting on a delivery of another set of coffee that I wanted to try for a while. Let's give this a go. Throne panel's broken. Oh, that happens occasionally, yeah, the one below. For some reason it doesn't take you to my wish list. I need to update that. I don't know why. I've noticed that on other people's streams. I'm like, oh, I'll go to their throne. It just doesn't do anything. It's just slash thrones. It's thrones URL slash Paul SDL. They've changed it now, so it's just slash the username, which is very useful. Right, get the kettle boiling in the background. What we're going to do with this one is we're going to measure it. Hey, look, a Cool Runnings mug. Got to get that merch. Paul SDL merch coming some point, probably this year. Who knows? I am actively looking for like suppliers of merch, but none of them do what I want. Oh. Oh, that's a good smelling coffee. Oh yeah. You want my face on a t-shirt? No one wants that. Which face though? Which one of my many faces, Sam? Right, let's measure in here 14-ish grams. Let's use the old scoop that comes with the AeroPress. It comes with everything you need, that AeroPress. Comes with a scoop, comes with a funnel. That's gone a little bit over because I think it's because it's pre-ground. It even comes with a little stirry stick that fits perfectly in there. It is actually a really good travel package. And all you need then is a hand grinder, and you're good for camping. A bewildered face. I mean, if we go back to the chat screen, you'll see many faces up here. Oh, there's one. You want that on a t-shirt? Right. I think that was actually more like 17 grams, but whatever. It'll be fine. Actually, what did they say? Let me work this out. Let me do some mathematicals. So they say I need to figure out what what's 1 fluid ounce in normal 29.5 milliliters. Okay, so 6 is 177. Okay, so what's 2 tablespoons in grams? 28 grams. Wow, okay, they're saying it's a lot stronger. Because that was like 180 mils by about 28 grams. That's wrong. That's wrong. That's way too strong. We're doing about 1 to maybe 7 fluid ounces. 1 tablespoon to 7 fluid ounces. That's what I would recommend for that. There you go. I Americanized it. Okay. But then again, I'm not sure what method they were saying. They just say, they don't give you a method. Like French press or whatever. So that could be, maybe they're targeting a specific method. People will think I'm some movie star. But wait, what do you want your merch store to do that none of them do? Mugs. Mugs. Coffee mugs. Certain type of coffee mugs. I'm looking for a good coffee mug, but not like just this sort of mug. Not just a plain one with my logo on or anything like that. I'm looking for something unique. There was a good glass, like frosted glass mug, which looked really cool, but I don't think I could put like a logo or anything on it. It was weird. There was, I could get like a good cappuccino mug, proper good. I don't know, I'm looking for something good. I don't want just generic crap. Dunkin is likely to be automatic drip, yes. That's still way too strong. That is way too strong. I forgot to put a timer on, but that's fine. That is fine, because we were going for 3 minutes and I can just put a 2-minute timer on. Don't shop with an unfussy reputation. Let's take you off the scales. I didn't need you on that. Yeah, 1 to 6 seems a bit strong. Bit strong in my opinion. But, we'll see what this one's like. So I'm aiming for a I need to do a calculation. If So I'm doing about that. About 1 to 15, I think. Like the mugs at the Renaissance Fair. Oh, that'd be cool. That would be cool. I don't know. I found a couple of websites that'll do it, but they just weren't quite right. Or like if they were the right shape, they were really cheap mugs. You know, if I'm gonna put my name on something, it's gotta be good. How long we got left? 15 seconds left. That's good stuff. Good stuff. All right, let's have a gander. Oh, there's a bit of a crust. It is slowly going down, which means it's probably ground a little bit too big for an AeroPress. So with the AeroPress, and I'll be able to tell from how resistant it is as I'm pushing down. If it's not very resistant, if the water's filtering too fast when I've not got the plunger in, usually that means it's not ground fine enough, because it should hold itself a little bit better. Okay, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. This is definitely more of a pour over, I would say, grind. Oh yes, right to the top. There we go. Let me show you that. Lovely dark roast. Is it dark? No, it's medium. It's meant to be medium. Oh, it smells very good. It smells very good. Right. Oh. Oh yeah. Okay, that's definitely a light roast from the Starbucks one, I can tell you that. Oh, I'm gonna have to go in again. Oh yeah, it's definitely got some flavors underneath that I'm not quite picking up. I definitely think if I've made it stronger, as they recommend it, that might be lost. I'll give it a go through the week. I will report back. Let's stick it in the Discord. We do have a Discord which has its own coffee channel, if you want to talk anything coffee. Sorry for the slurping. Oh yeah, that's definitely got some like underlying flavors I'm not quite picking out. I'm gonna add some milk, because that'll help me. Also, I've got what seems to be a sore throat coming and a cold, so this might be influencing that slightly. But I will put some milk in. Oh. Sorry to hear that. It's fine. I've been ill. I've had a cold or something since New Year's. I doubt it's the same cold, but like something keeps hitting me. Something new every couple of weeks. Oh, that's very nice. Now that I've added the milk, it may be actually too weak. So we might need to make it stronger next time. I'll give that a go. But yeah, that's a very nice coffee. Oh, I need to figure out if I can buy this in the UK. Other than Amazon. Yeah. Looking at that grind, it is pour over-esque, I would say. It doesn't mean I can't use it for an AeroPress. AeroPress is very forgiving with the grind. It's really hard to over extract. You can under extract, but again, that's a bit hard because it's an immersion process. It's the water and the coffee are just constantly mixing like a French press would. There's only a certain amount of water for it to solubilize the coffee. That's not a word, but you know what I mean. So at a certain point, you've extracted all you can. So as long as you get the ratios right, grind, it's all right. It doesn't matter too much. It's a little bit forgiving. It'd be better if you got the grind right, but it's not going to be horrible. Ooh, very nice, very very nice. So we've had Starbucks, which is all right. I might add more milk to that. It's definitely over roasted. Not a fan of Starbucks, but hey, we've got it now. I'll give it a go in here, espresso. Hell, I'll give it a go on a mocha pot, because a mocha pot is very good for Italian roasts, in my opinion, because it's kind of what it's designed for. So I'll give it a go. That was me last fall, every damn thing except the plague. Oh no. I'm not even sure you can get Dunkin all over the US. I think it's still somewhat regional. Oh. So I definitely got it from Amazon. And then there was also a couple of other flavors. But then they all went out of stock. Oh, they have gotten back. There's French vanilla, hazelnut, pumpkin spice, cinnamon mania, decaf, chocolate pancake. There was a dark roast, Colombian roast. Maybe that's the one I've got. Doesn't say the origin, I don't think. Central and South America. Okay. But they're not cheap. That's the thing. They're not quite. Although that's not a small bag. 2 of those for 20 quid. With delivery from supposedly the US, I would say. That's interesting. And also, it's always worth noting with the off-the-shelf stuff, you have no idea when it was roasted, how fresh it is. They do put like a use-by date on it, but there's no way of knowing. Reporting that I've made it to the site and cannot back out now. Yes, Joe, do it. Have a good run. Okay, it is national, just more limited outside the northeast. Oh yeah, I can understand that. If there's any way of me getting that in the UK for less, I would make that probably a regular one. Because it's quite nice. It's quite nice. Oh, Starbucks, definitely more milk. Oh, that's helped. That's helped a lot. 12-ounce bag of Dunkin is $8.49. This is the 16-ounce. Cool. Right, well that's coffee time over. We'll be doing more next week. Probably have more Dunkin' Donuts, probably have more Starbucks, because I doubt I'll drink it all this week. Yeah, Dunkin's very good. I will be probably trying a few more methods, and we'll report back next week, I guess. And who knows, maybe Starbucks will turn out all right in one of those. Who knows, but for now that's coffee time over.